We're gone for one freaking week, and all hell breaks loose. That's it. That's not bearing the lead. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Coming for Bob. Joined as always by my good friend, Hollywood Frank.
HW.
You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about all the news in wrestling. And oh my freaking God, the floodgates have opened, man. The day has come. Life after Vince. What's going to happen? Oh, wrong one. There we go. It's going to be crazy, man. I don't know, man. It's nuts. But real quick, before we get started, let's go in here and see a Pro Wrestling Guru. The first one is, I won't be able to join the stream. Started a new job. I've been working 60-hour weeks, but hope you all are doing good. Wanted to just check in. No problem, man. Hey, check it out later. Oh my God. Did I drop the link to Johnny?
You might have.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Johnny Cage. What's up, bro?
Hello. What's up?
It's an interesting week, man. It's gonna.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, real quick, Leg Kick said, "Hell, the Wrestling Council, hell, Leg Kick." Then it was Hollywood. Nobody cares. Courtney said, "What's up? What's up, Courtney?" And you know what happens when someone says, "What's up?"
So,
What's up?
so,
What's up?
so,
Hello.
what's up?
What's up?
And I mean, Hicks Villain, sup, dude? Now we're going to Hicks Villain. Let's see what else we got. Maldacito said, "Sup, people?" You don't get it again, man. We only play it once. But some jerk in a cement man just cut me off with it. Dude, be careful going home, man. Seriously. Oh my God. Don't get yeah. We don't want you to pull a James Dean, man. Be safe going home, man. But appreciate being here. Appreciate everybody being here. Oh my freaking God. So we posited the last show was what would happen. What happens was it time to cut ties with Vince? And apparently,
Yep.
the answer was yeah. And it wasn't just Vince. We talked about how we thought, me and you talked about how we thought that maybe Pritchard was going to survive this thing. I don't think so now. I think they're all gone, man. I think Bucky Beaver's next.
Yeah.
I think Pritchard might be the last one to go, but I think they're all on the freaking chopping block.
Vince is the only person who wanted Kevin Dunn there. Everyone else hates him. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, and we'll talk more about that first. But of course, as always, we want to start off with our favorite segment. That's something we call the good, the bad, and the ugly. Johnny, you snuck in here, so guess what? You're on the hot seat.
Guess what, you son of a gun? I'm ready for it.
Good. All right, man. Let's hit me, brother. Hit me.
Well, the good G1 has been amazing.
G1's been
watching
freaking
this
awesome.
year. It's been awesome, man. Those barricades suffered though. Every single match. God damn.
Dude, they like everyone was wondering like why Kenny was working through so many injuries. It's like just because that's the style he knows, man. And that's what they do there. And they just beat the shit out of each other.
Every single barricade has to be toppled over and with strength. But my
It's
bad,
awesome.
my bad. AW as a whole, like felt like filler episodes for me. Like not bad, but
it's just been felt kind of average.
I felt like I could have skipped some episodes. Like
yeah, it felt a little weird. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, and my ugly, the situation between Jonathan Gresham and Tony Khan.
Yeah, that's the thing about that is that there's not a lot of news coming out about it yet. but the little bit that has come out, man, apparently is bad.
Yeah.
Malicito said, the show's back this week. The bad, what the hell happened last week? The ugly, the uncertainty of tomorrow. What happened is this
it was all that guy over there, but it's not.
This dude got
somebody's in the hospital.
He really missed you guys.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine, my coworker, he's in the hospital, and wasn't feeling great. So I was just like, yeah, we need to push the show back. I apologize. I don't like doing that.
Hey man, let's
Courtney,
do it.
oh my God, guys, hell has frozen over. Courtney, I actually enjoyed last night. It was a good show last night. It was interesting.
All it took was for Vince to leave.
All it took was the complete upheaval of backstage and everything. So please don't say a little bit when talking about Gresham. That's cold, man.
Hey,
Dude,
I want Gresham. I want Gresham, John Silver, and Layla Hirsch in the stable together.
Oh my God, dude! Just you're gonna call them the Lollipop Guild?
You know what? Why not?
Dude, that's that. Lord, I apologize.
I know. It's amazing.
Dude, I like Jonathan Gresham. I'd like to see him go to like Ring of Honor. I mean, I'm not Ring of Honor. No, New Japan. I'd like to see him go there and take the junior heavyweight title and like put some respect back on the thing. But okay, Johnny. So that was your good, your bad, your ugly. Frank, it's you this week, all right?
Sure.
Go for it, brother.
My good. It's been a long time saying this. And hopefully it's for the best with Mr. You're Fired is gone. Thank you.
Oh, you mean this guy?
You're fired. You're retired.
Dude, did you see God, I can't remember who it was. I thought it was Meltzer, but it was somebody else. And the first thing they tweeted out on on Vince's tweet about retiring was Vince McMahon screwed Vince McMahon. I was like, oh my God. People have been waiting 20, 30 years to freaking say that.
But I didn't get a chance.
He screwed his way into retirement, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get a chance to watch it. This guy will talk about it. I didn't get a chance to watch Death Before Dishonor, so he'll talk about it.
Them boys.
But Monday Night Raw, actually pretty good. Especially beginning with your daddy isn't here anymore.
Dude, that promo was fire, man.
The fans,
the crowd lost it. It was so
who's
good,
your daddy?
They don't like Austin Theory, man.
Who's your daddy?
And it's and here's the thing. I don't particularly like him, like Austin Theory. I don't particularly care for him. I definitely don't think he's the next John Cena like Vince thought he was. But I feel kind of bad for him because now he's like, they're gonna be like, yeah, that push that you thought you were gonna get and all that clout that you had, yeah, it's gone. So yeah, but hopefully it's not too bad. But it was, you know what it was? It still felt. Here's the thing: WWE, the way they run shows, the feel of WWE, there's a pedigree there, and it's been ingrained in that show. It's going to take a while for that stuff to change.
A Triple H pedigree.
But there were little things on this show that I went, okay, that's Triple H changing stuff.
And how iconic is it that his first Raw being in charge is at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Dude, it's big, man. It's big. And then there was a ratings pop too, man. This on SmackDown and this week on Raw. I don't know exactly what it was, but everyone said there was a big ratings pop. So okay, so there you go. There's your good.
The good. The bad is even though he's retired, he has federal charges now against him.
Oh, dude. Like he left. There's a reason why Vince left.
And from what I was listening on a different thing on YouTube is that HBO, I think, has something coming out and it could really get bad.
Oh yeah.
Really
Yeah,
bad.
dude, there's some, there's like, maybe put it this way. What they feared, what Vince and his little brain trust feared was going to happen with this investigation has happened. They have dug deep, and now they have found, and like they've completely tied a lot of this stuff right directly to him, and it's bad. It's bad. When the final story of this comes out, it's gonna make the plane ride from hell look like a friggin' walk in the park.
Yep.
It's gonna be bad. And the SEC's involved. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Courtney, no problem, man.
Yeah.
You had your CNC last week, so I think your first episode, so very nice.
Yeah, I missed it because of the situation that happened with the guy that I work with, who's he's in the hospital, but definitely will be there. I'll definitely be there for the next one.
And my ugly is that main event on Dynamite.
We're gonna have to talk about that, dude.
The barbed wire anywhere match.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was.
It seems like every time Chris Jericho has to get over, like, come on, dude. You don't need to get over every single match.
The match itself just felt weird.
It did. Jericho got a broken nose out of it because he just, I can't remember what he did. And the chair ricocheted back and hit him in the nose and broke his nose. And then you got the Ty Conti lowering the cage, and
which makes no freaking sense. Why weren't they in the
you'd
cage?
have one key on the whole ring, and you still can't figure out how to unlock a lock.
Dude, we'll talk about that more. I'll be honest, this was the first Dynamite show where I was just going like, I was like, all right. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. And now let me ask you a question. Do you think that's because we've been spoiled by them? Because they put on so many bangers, and so when the show doesn't have at least two like this is awesome friggin' show level matches, that we're just kind of like, kind of let down.
When you don't have that guy there, this guy on your show, you don't have Bryan Danielson on your show, you don't have Jungle Boy, you don't have MJF.
Yeah, they need those bags bad. Those guys back bad.
You don't have Adam Cole, baby. It is showing. You don't have some of your top guys on your show.
Yeah. I think that he needs to like these. I do agree that I think the gimmick matches have been a little too frequent and too fast. Maybe they cut them back a little bit.
You need to cut back. I mentioned before a couple of weeks ago. You need to cut back on the ladder matches. The barbed wire matches and stuff like that. I mean, I know some people don't like that kind of stuff. I'm not particularly into like this really gruesome stuff, but like those kind of matches, I'm okay with them. When you have like, granted, AEW doesn't have as many pay-per-views as WWE.
Not yet.
But you have a TLC pay-per-view. You have Elimination Chamber match. You have had Hell in a Cell before. You've had these different matches only on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You rarely have a Hell in a Cell match or a cage match. You really rarely have a ladder match on WWE. That's what makes it special.
Yeah. And like I said, get Jericho. I'm starting to get to the point where I can understand why people don't like Jericho, because he should not have. I know that they're kind of setting up that there's going to be a third match between them. There's going to be a rubber match.
God.
Well,
and
Maldacito, she's too pretty. She doesn't need to know how to work keys. She needs to when she's handcuffing Sammy Guevara to the bed. She needs to be able to know how to get those handcuffs off him. So she better know how to work.
With belt and everything.
Shut up.
He had to go.
Oh my God. Like we talked about it last. I think the wrong guy won that match.
For sure.
Jericho needs. I get it. You're trying to build heat and everything like that, but when are you going to let Eddie win? Eddie needs to win more big ones. or he's going to stop. It's just not going to look right. You know what I'm saying?
And people get tired of the underdog that never wins.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I understand. That's why they did the gimmick match. They're leaning into the whole sports entertainer thing with Jericho. It's all about spectacle. Okay. But the problem is like, we're at the point now where it's like, okay, we get it. You don't need to beat us over the head with it. We get it.
Got it a long time ago.
Yeah. So she needs a damn brain. I like Ty Conti. I mean, she unfortunately, I think she needs a lot of work. Okay. So my good, bad, and ugly. Freaking Death Before Dishonor, man. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't think they could top FTR and the Briscoes. I didn't think they could top that first match. They did. This one was twice as good, which is impossible to say. The whole card was really, really good. Truly, the whole card was really good. There were a couple of absolute crazy matches. I didn't watch the 0 hour, the pre-launch. Some people told me that it was okay. Coco Cabana still gets a good pop. The main event of that was good. The women's match was probably the weakest match of the show, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, you know. So, but they started off with the World Championship match. When you have a match between Jonathan Gresham, who I get it, he's not the big card guy that everybody some people think he is, but he's still one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. Him against Claudio, dude. You put those two. This match proved like that them not putting the freaking world title on Claudio in WWE was stupid. It really was. So I will go more into the card and everything, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
There were
the last time I've seen a world title match as the curtain jerker.
But it was good though, and honestly, it kind of set the tone. I get why they did it. Willow finally won. Yeah, Willow did finally win a match. And it was actually, like I said, it wasn't a bad match. It was the weakest match on the card, but it was the weakest match on a card of bangers. So that's saying a lot. But there were 3 must-see matches on that friggin' pay-per-view, man. Yuta versus Garcia was awesome. Dragon Lee versus Roosh. If the Briscoes match hadn't been on there, this would have been the best match of the night. And then the Briscoes versus FTR. So that was my good. Also, the G1. The G1 has been so freaking good.
Hey, you can only pick one good.
No wrestling other than WWE. Okay, there you go. The bad Nick Wayne, his flight diverted due to a bomb threat. This poor kid and his mom are stranded in I think it's in Norway.
What?
Because some psycho on their plane in the bathroom wrote, I think it's either they wrote bomb or explosive on the mirror. And it's just been an absolute friggin' nightmare for that poor kid and his mom. And the thing is the way they handle bomb threats over there, you can't charge, you can't access your phone. You can't basically it cut off all access for you. Your phone, you can't charge your phones. It's, it's bad. So the good news is they're on the ground and they're safe. The bad news is now they got to deal with the bureaucracy, and his mom is freaking out apparently. But that was friggin' awful. Not to see, miss my answer to the freaking Hollywood. Quit being so close.
Hey, I guess on the next Robert Roode.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Oh, this Cedo screwed. No, this Cedo is not our fault.
Yeah, I wrote it down. That's why I didn't call him Nick Gage this week. So that's the bad, and then the ugly, like you said, the fallout between Jonathan Gresham and specifically Tony Khan, because apparently after the match was over, well, now so props to him for being a professional and going out there and doing his job. But afterwards, apparently he just had a freaking meltdown and he just F-bombed the crap out of Tony Khan. And some were saying that he might be done with wrestling, period. Yeah, here's an ugly. Yeah, Yeah, Michael Elgin arrested in Japan for stealing creatine. Like he needed another friggin' charge. But yeah, it's unfortunate because, like I said, I like Jonathan Gresham. I do agree that with people, I don't think that he's not that top guy. He's like, I definitely think that he could be like a Rey Mysterio. Like he's world championship material.
Yep.
He's just not the guy you pin the company on.
You think that belt got to his head?
I think he's disappointed. I think he thought that he was going to have a bigger role going forward. And unfortunately, he's not. Because, and let's be honest, Tony does have a type.
Yep.
He does have a type. He likes his heroes.
Well,
McMahon
has a type.
Yeah, just like McMahon has a type. So, yeah, Gresham is booked for Flair's last match. We got to talk about Flair's last match. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that's my good, my bad, my ugly. Like I said, we'll see what happens going forward as far as Jonathan Gresham is concerned. I'm hoping he's not done because, like I said, I do like him. I'd love to see him go to New Japan and win like I said, the junior heavyweight title and put some respect on that thing because it needs it. But cool. There's a good, bad, and ugly. I disagree with that. I disagree with that a lot. I think it's just, here's the problem. Gresham's 5'2". I mean, he's short for even short wrestlers.
Yeah. How big was Taz?
Taz was 5'9" or something like that.
I don't think Taz is that
5'9". Taz? Really?
Taz, I think so. Hang on.
I don't think he's
Taz.
that tall.
Here. Taz AEW. Yeah, he's 5'9".
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't believe them.
Go look it up yourself, man.
No, I believe you. I don't believe the internet. I think they are like giving him a few inches.
And actually, Gresham is 5'4". So he's Wolverine sized. Dude, like I said, I like the guy. I really do. And he is, that's the thing too. He deleted his Twitter account. Yeah, dude, Muta needs to retire, dude. That guy is, I love the guy. Keiji Muta is one of the best wrestlers that ever lived. But man, he not looking good. He needs to retire before he dies in the ring.
Yeah, but you look at Taz when he came into WWE versus those guys that they had there. It's just like,
well, yeah, I mean, because he goes in there with an entire freaking company of pituitary, steroid abusers. I mean, good lord, dude.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with Gresham. I mean, he's a small guy.
Yeah.
And
I could see them doing a Rey Mysterio kind of thing with him. Like Rey has had an amazing career, and he's been a world champion, what, 2 or 3 times? Yeah, Muta's awesome. I love, dude. One of my favorite matches was him versus Kishin Liger. Jushin Thunder Liger in his Kishin persona. Freaking awesome. But yeah, unfortunately that's the case. But all right, so Vince McMahon is gone.
the Mysterio is 2 inches taller than Gresham.
Yeah, Mysterio's 5'6", but still, he could be in that role.
Yeah,
he could be in that role. All right, so let's talk about what happens with like we all watched Raw.
Yep.
We all thought Raw was a decent show. And we could feel, and there were little things that were changed, like that promo when Ray. If you notice, when Ray did his speech, he was thanking people from other companies and acknowledging them from being other companies. So that's something that Vince probably would never have allowed. So that's number 1. 2, he won his freaking match and he did it clean in the ring, which is exactly what the fans wanted. Which is like, hell yeah, man. Like finally, they let him have the moment. You know what I mean? And then like when they did the stuff with Theory and all that, it was obvious that was all set up by Vince and everything. But dude, that friggin' promo that Roman Reigns cut on him, man. when he said, "Your daddy's not here anymore." Oh
That
my
was cold,
freaking
man.
God, dude. That crowd
I,
went nuts.
I almost felt bad for the kid, man.
I did.
That
That's
was
what I'm saying.
cold.
I like I said, whether you like theory or not, I kind of feel bad for him because he's in no man's land now, man. He's got like his dad, that rings very true. His daddy's gone.
Yep.
And the unanimous decision feeling from people is they don't feel the same way about him that Vince did. So, and then because I can't remember the rest of the show.
It depends on how they use them, because right now you've got Roman Reigns, who's unstoppable, and
yeah, which they still booked Reigns like he was God.
And you can't really see Austin Theory beating Roman Reigns.
No. Another, you know what? Another little cool thing was the gift that they gave Ray was his gear from Halloween Havoc '97.
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit, dude, that is freaking awesome. Because that match that he had against Eddie Guerrero, that's like, in my opinion, that's the best match that they've ever had. And that match is a classic. He's like, "Where'd you find it?" She's like, "Wasn't easy."
And then that shirt that Rhea Ripley had on.
Yeah. Still think the Judgment Day stuff sucks. I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't think it's salvageable at this point.
Yeah, and they were supposed to. They canceled it, but Edge was supposed to be at.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there. Yeah. Well, there was a lot of changes that happened because of Raw. Was it Alexa Bliss versus Doudrop? Don't give a crap. That completely no point to it. Okay, so this is the second week that we've had Logan Paul.
See, I didn't mind it when they started off with him out in the ring, and then Miz comes out and they were fighting. Yeah, I had no problem with that at all.
They need to do some work if this guy's going to be a babyface, they got some work to rehab his image. They got their work cut out for him. I didn't like that they had the second segment either, man. I didn't like that either.
Second segment.
Well, he came out again, didn't he? I thought he came out again.
He might have.
He did the impulsive TV show thing.
Yeah.
And then there was that. I thought he came out again later. I might have been wrong. I might have made that up. Was it Alpha Academy versus Styles and Ziggler? Styles and Ziggler being together just feels weird. I like them both, but it just feels weird.
Shoosh.
Swoosh. Are we going to see Alpha? Are we going to see those guys finally get some friggin' respect? Probably not. Bloodline versus Riddle and the Street Profits. I thought it was an excellent match. Excellent match. I wish that they would have. Yeah, that's the feeling a lot of people had in that friggin' crowd, man. They were booing the hell out of that guy. Logan Paul will be a heel in no time and a champion before Theory. Dude, I can see Logan Paul being just a beastly heel. I can see that. The match was good. No, yeah, like I said, the pairing. Dude, I know what? We're not gonna do anymore. We're just gonna have Maldacino just tweet crazy crap for the rest of the night. In a minute, he's gonna be like, "Guys, my foot's stuck in the toilet. There's a guy banging on the door, and I still got half a pie." I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Guys, cops.
Oh my god. What was it? Yeah. Overall, Raw was a decent show. It wasn't great, but it was fun. That's the thing right there. It was fun. I still think a lot of the connective tissue in between the matches is kind of crap. But then again, like I said, it's going to take some time for them to shift gears and find a new find their way after Vince. But it wasn't terrible. This is the first Raw I've seen in quite a while that wasn't terrible. So props to that. But okay, so let me ask you. God damn it!
Silence your phone, please.
Let me ask you guys a question. Right off the bat, what is one thing you want to see change in WWE that they can do right now? right this second.
More clean finishes.
More clean finishes. 100%
Yeah.
behind that. One of the big controversies right now is the camera work. There's a lot of this fast cut stuff going on. It's like cut from here, cut from here, cut from here, cut to there, do. It's like back and forth.
They want to be movies. They want to be cinema.
That's what I said. I said that's the influence of Hollywood. I said,
what about me?
What did you do, Frank?
The hell, yeah, it's your fault, man. If you look like a lot of movies today, they have that jerky cam, that jerky steady cam fighting and stuff like that with these quick cuts. I think that's where that comes from. So,
what one thing would I like to see them do right now? Stop changing people's names.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and give people's names back. Please.
Yeah, and give Austin Theory his first freaking name back. My God.
Butch.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Courtney, I just want them to make tag team wrestling matter again. Much less the women's. I mean, that would be great, but man, tag team wrestling, period.
Yeah. I mean, if you've been watching these people their entire time on NXT, then all of a sudden, that's not their name anymore when they get called up. It's like, what?
Gunther.
What?
And Ludwig Kaiser. I'm like, are we supposed to pretend that we didn't just see them a week ago on NXT when they were named Walter?
Yes.
We're just supposed to pretend?
Yes, we are.
Dexter, can I get Dexter Lewis back on my TV? I miss Index. Oh my God. Yeah. For me, it would be bring back the black and gold NXT brand. Bring back that style of NXT wrestling. Bring back the takeover style of NXT wrestling. It was the best wrestling show that WWE had.
But before, if I really had one thing I would really like them to change before the names, before first and last names, for anything else, what I really would like to see, make the secondary titles relevant.
Yeah.
Do that. You're going to get interest in those titles and make all the titles mean more.
Bring back the original IC belt, which has all that history.
Make them relevant.
And you know what? In my personal opinion, one of the best ways to make them relevant is to get rid of the dual titles. Take the US title and the Intercontinental title, bring them together, make it the IC title, just the IC title again. One world champion, one women's world champion, one tag team champion. That's it. That's how you make those titles matter, because that's an issue that AEW is going to start running into with all the titles that they have running around. Some of them are going to start feeling like they're worthless if they don't do their booking right.
Speaking of that, you think now that Hunter's on top, some of those guys that chose to leave WWE are going to find their way back?
I think some of them are really going to start thinking about it. And I'll tell you what, some of the people that were thinking about leaving, well, yeah, Courtney, this goes without saying, because it's just stupid.
The European TV Championship?
I would do. No, I don't think so. I don't think WWE needs another title until they can get some relevancy on the ones that they have. The other thing too is you got to get your belt on somebody that's going to be there. I know that Roman is the guy. I know that. I understand that. But if he's only going to show up, if he's going to pull a Brock Lesnar like Brock did 5 years ago, you need to put your belt on somebody else, man. That title needs to be on your television all the time.
Yeah, and was it Raw or was it the entire summer that yesterday was the only time we're going to see Roman Reigns the entire summer?
I think
Raw?
this is the last time he's going to be on Raw.
Yeah.
I think he's and I think he's only going to be on SmackDown like 2 times going forward. He's going to be on the day after the pay-per-view, which is this weekend. And I think he's going to be on like the week after the pay-per-view. No, he's going to be on SmackDown after the pay-per-view. And I think that's it. I think that's it until for like a month. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with that 100%. They need to talk to Sasha and Naomi. Now that Laurinaitis is gone, now that Vince is gone, I would 100% talk to them and say, hey, new regime, let's talk. So, because I'm going to tell you what, man, women's division needs help.
It does.
Women's division is a shambles of what it used to be. And it doesn't make any sense because they've got talent there to use.
Now, with that being said, when you talked about what Johnny talked about bringing people back, could you see a bidding war between AEW?
I think 100%
I was just thinking about that. Yep.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Some of the people that AEW has let go, if I was WWE, I'd think about bringing some of those people in NXT. Like Alan Angels. Alan Angels would be a great fit for NXT. Stu Grayson, I mean, he's getting up there in years, but Stu Grayson's a great worker. That's the kind of guy you could bring in NXT to teach. Like they got the talent in NXT is so green. It's so green. You need people that can be those mentors there. And those guys and Stu Grayson is a guy that could do that. So, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, God, I'm trying to think of everybody that's left. That's left there. But here's the other thing too. A lot of those guys that WWE picked that AEW picked up and have kind of been not used as much. Now that the regime has changed over there, they might, when their contracts are up, because I think everybody signed like 3-year contracts.
You could bring Hornswoggle's son in.
Oh my God. Marco. God damn him. Oh my God. Here's the thing.
There you go. Hornswoggle's son, Marco Stunt.
Can he referee that match, please?
That's Hornswoggle the ref.
Just for the visual. And you can take off the top rope. You're not gonna need it.
Oh my God. That's just wrong, dude. Gresham, dude, here's the thing, man. Gresham may be short, but he's thick, dude. He's yoked. He's built like a freaking tank. Stu is only 3. Well, when you get past 30, you get into your early to mid 30s. That's when it's like, okay, well, maybe we don't want to, you got to start thinking about other things, especially if you beat the crap out of yourself. But no, Stu would be a great guy to bring in there.
And now, if you're MJF, they've got 1.5 years left.
Ooh,
but
yeah,
now that Vince McMahon's gone, Triple H would give him the rub.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Actually, maybe it's Cabana that I was thinking was the older guy. Because Cabana's 42.
Boom, boom, Colt Cabana.
Yeah, he got a huge pop at the pay-per-view. But yeah, see that's the thing. Like we said, like John, like you were asking Johnny, are some of the things maybe thinking about the going there? I think they're gonna, everybody that's on like maybe in like another year and a half of their contract, I think they're gonna be watching WWE very closely. I think they're gonna be watching to see how things go over there. If there is significant change in the way talent is treated and the ability for them to like kind of do what they want and they can be themselves a little bit more instead of being forced into a box, 100%, I think some of them will definitely think about jumping ship. 100%. And here's the thing. How does AEW respond to that? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to do.
Me personally, here's the problem. Tony likes his toys. And he did what a lot of rich kids do. He bought up all of these toys. And some of them are sitting on the shelf, not being played. Not everybody can be Buzz. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So
Billy might be back at SummerSlam. There.
Yeah, I think they think that she's been ready to go. They just didn't, quote unquote, didn't have anything for her. So, but yeah, dude, I definitely I think a lot of them are going to be paying very close attention to what happens in WWE, and if things over there change significantly for the better for the talent, I can see a lot of them jumping ship over there. And here's the other thing, I can see a lot of people from other companies jumping ship over there. Okay, here's one. The Good Brothers, their contract with Impact is up. I could see them going back to WWE and maybe getting a better hooking up with AJ Styles. Building a pseudo Bullet Club over there. Here's another thing to think about: possibility of cross company promotion. Because you don't have that guy that was stringently against even talking about other companies. Triple H has actually said in the past that he was really interested in the possibility.
I think that would be a little bit too far. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's right now. I think it's a pipe dream, but depending on what changes and how much changes, you never know, dude. We may see a forbidden door with WWE. That
would be amazing. But that I would bet some good money that's not gonna happen.
I think the egos are too big right now. But never say never. I didn't think Forbidden Door with New Japan was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And look what happened. It happened and it was amazing. I also think that the buzz that Forbidden Door created, and think about this, they did Forbidden Door without most of their top talent. Now imagine they've got all their guys. Now imagine the Forbidden Door with Bryan Danielson, with Punk, with all their guys healthy. How much bigger would it have been? It was already the biggest event of the year.
Plus, you also got to look at the fact that now that Vince is gone,
yeah,
the speculation is going to come up: is WWE going to be for sale?
That's another thing. That's why I said they're going to be watching WWE very closely over the next year or so. Because if it gets sold, I think it's in trouble.
Because there was a thing on the Wrestling Inc. about it, talking about it.
I think Vince is going to go to the grave. Vince is going to go to the grave with his stocks, man.
Yeah, it could be Comcast, Amazon, Netflix.
Yeah. Well, there's
Fox,
there's a report.
Disney.
There's a report that The Rock is actually trying to get people to fund him for him to buy it. But here's the thing: how much does WWE go for? I don't see it
a little less. I don't see a little less than Star Wars. I think.
No, I think it goes for more than Star Wars. I think today it's a bigger brand. I see WWE going for. I see it going for closer to 10 billion than for 4. I mean, will it be 10 billion? I don't know, maybe not, probably not. But it wouldn't shock me if it went for $10 billion. Dude, that brand is a license to make money. They make so much money off of their TV deals and their merchandising. It's crazy. It's insane. But more than likely, it would be more probably 6 or 7. But I could see it going for as high as that. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can see 6 or 7. I can't see 10.
It depends, man. Like the Saudis, they would pay that. That would be a drop in the bucket to them.
And that would be a disaster, though.
Oh, it would be an absolute disaster, man. We'd have 50, 60-year-old wrestlers and everybody else would be in the background. But I would never try it.
That's just cool. Like his previous comment, that was just me.
Oh
I
my
would
god!
never say something like
when are they
that.
gonna form a new Horseman in WWE? Dude, that might actually. Here's the thing: Triple H.
Oh no! There
loves
he
the
goes
Horseman.
again.
No. Seriously. Triple H loves the Horseman. He loves them to death. And I could see him 100% bringing Rick back and trying to form a new Four Horsemen. Would it be good? Probably not. But like I said, man, he's ride or die. He's a ride or die Horseman fan. So,
Folks, download this stream. I think Bobby's onto something.
No, seriously, dude. I mean,
I know.
This is the coolest. This is the coolest thing about this, though, is speculating what's going to happen. What's probably going to happen is something completely different from anything that we think.
Yeah. But you know the morale is so much better with Johnny gone and Vince gone and
done.
Hopefully Bucky Beaver gone and
on his way out. Yep.
And Pritchard gone.
Pritchard, hopefully. I think, is going to be the last one. I think he's going to be the last one. I think I 100% think he's going to go, but I think he'll be the last. All right. Let's talk about some freaking let's talk about some ROH, man. Johnny, did you watch this show?
No, I did not.
Oh my god, you freaking uneducated, unwashed masses.
It's not that I didn't want to, I was busy.
Some of us work, okay, young man.
I watched it at work.
I don't have that luxury. I don't have
luxury
just sit in a box.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't watch the 0 Hour show.
Bad.
I just couldn't get to it, man. But the main show had 3 absolute bangers on it. Like I said, it did start with the world championship. This was not the best match in the show, but it was a good match, and it definitely showed why Claudio Castagnoli is an amazing freaking wrestler, and the fact that he was not a world champion all that time when he was in WWE is freaking a travesty.
I think maybe he's thinking, man, I should have taken that money from Vince. Maybe now I would have a chance.
I don't think so. I think he's happy. Here's the thing. I think everybody that left is happy. Now, I think they're all going to be watching to see if maybe things change over there. And if they do, maybe they'll go back. But I think right now they're all happy as clams because think about it. They're all doing better than they were over there. So Claudio's been there for what, a month, and now he's a world champion. So, and it's a title that in his whole time during Ring of Honor, he never won. So I think he's 100% cool with it. 6-man tag team championship. This was a really fun match, dude. It was a really fun match. If you have never seen The Righteous, okay, Vincent, the guy who's in charge of it, this dude is he's like a less ridiculous Bray Wyatt. He's fun to watch too, man. It's a really cool friggin' faction. Fun to watch. Dalton Castle, I love the dude. He's flamboyant and crazy as hell. Big props to them. But the 3 matches you have to watch. Yuta versus Garcia for the pure title was freaking great. And then the next match, Dragon Lee versus Roosh, was even better. This was a 4.5, maybe even a 5-star match. It was freaking awesome. It was awesome, man. Dragon Lee, Tony needs to bring Dragon Lee over to AEW. That dude is amazing. He's freaking amazing. Roosh is awesome. Dragon Lee's better. He's amazing. And he's over like freaking crazy. The moves that these guys pulled off, man, were insane. Mercedes Martinez versus Serena Deeb. I personally feel like the wrong person won. Nothing against Mercedes Martinez, but I think Serena Deeb's better. This was actually the palate cleanser match, and this was like a good 3.5 star match. It was a good match, good women's match. Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal. Much better match. The psychology of this match was better than I think people giving it credit for. This was another kind of palate cleanser match. Still better than pretty much anything that's been on WWE. Yes, 1,000%, man. 1,000%. Dragon Lee. Yeah. And by the way, guys, if you haven't watched this show, I don't care how you do it. You steal it, whatever you have to. You need to watch it. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm high on Dragon Lee, man. Joe versus Jay was awesome. Was a really good match. But then, freaking God. All right. So the 3 matches that you have to watch. You got to watch Rush versus Dragon Lee, because they're brothers, by the way. You got to watch Yuta versus Garcia. And if you have to watch one match out of this whole friggin' card, you've got to watch Briscoes versus FTR. 2 out of 3 falls. This was the best tag team match I think I've seen. This is one of the best tag team matches that I've seen in the last 10 years. This match was Tony Khan needs to go to whoever this dude is at Warner Brothers that has an issue with the friggin' Briscoes and just pimp slap the guy and say, shut the hell up, and bring them over to AEW, man. This match was so freaking good. Oh my God. I was emotionally drained at the end of this friggin' match. Dual chance. Like literally the matches went back and forth. And like the crowd, multiple chants of this tag team wrestling. Yeah, this was the epitome of what tag team wrestling is. I need to see the Briscoes versus the Bucks. I need to see this match, and I need to see. I know.
You?
Yes, I freaking need to see this friggin' match. And then the promo that Dax and Cash cut at the end after the friggin' match was over was fire, dude. This meant like this is one of the matches I'm going to be remembering for a long time. It was that good. And if you have, like I said, if you find a way to watch it, it's amazing. This is easily a 5-star match. Easily. And probably the best match I've seen all year. So Ring of Honor's last pay-per-view. And the only thing that sucked is they didn't announce. I was hoping that Tony was going to come out and announce that there was going to be
Ring of Honor television.
Ring of Honor television show. They need to do that. And in between now and then, they need to start having these guys show up on AEW. They need to have these guys showing up on AEW to put them into the minds of people and tell them, hey, you see these guys? You see how good they are? We're going to have a TV show with them. You're going to have to make sure you look for it. They need to start building these guys up. And I think that might be part of the problem that Jonathan Gresham has. He feels like that they've just been thrown to the side and forgotten.
Claudio's going to be there for sure. And FTR too, I hope.
Claudio's going to be there for sure. FTR is going to be going back and forth.
Joe and Lethal.
Joe and Lethal will definitely be going back and forth. And I think some of the other, I think Swerve and Keith Lee might be going back and forth too.
By the way, did you see the reports that Tully Blanchard is out of the company?
Yeah, he is. I don't know what happened, but he's gone. What was the guy's name? I can't remember his name. But he announced that he had taken over Tully Blanchard Enterprises, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the guys that are in charge are not happy about it. That was the other thing. I did go back. I did watch the Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony versus Tony Depp and Alex Zane and Blake Christian. I caught a little bit of that. That's a dude. Now there's a dude who, if my contract was coming up, I think he just re-signed. But if I was Brian Cage, man, I would be 100% looking at WWE. That's the kind of dude that thrives there.
Well, that's what Vince McMahon liked, the big guy.
The Lesnar rumors. They apparently have smoothed things over with Lesnar. Initially, when the announcement was made that Vince was gone, Lesnar was pissed because he felt like that meant that he had lost his basically he'd lost his clout, and he was basically like, screw it, I'm leaving. And he left. He actually did that. That was not a work. That was a shoot. He 100% left. He actually left. They called him on. They talked to him a couple hours later, and then during the show, he came back. And that's why a lot of the stuff on the show was actually for last SmackDown was changed on the fly, and that show felt really disjointed. It's because it was. But I've seen a section of fans out there that don't want ROH in their AEW. You know what? Prove them wrong.
I got 2 words for them. Suck it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there.
Here's the thing. Yeah, bring the ROH guys in and show them how good they are. And be like, this is like, get them over, man. I mean, look at Lethal. Jay Lethal and is an ROH guy. Roosh is an ROH guy, and they were excited to see him. So, God, you guys are just mean. Riding the Matterhorn. Gresham can ride a Shetland pony. Good Lord. Oh my God. You guys are just bad. But
yeah, him and Marco Stunt could be in charge of the kiddie ride section.
Oh my God. You know what? You're just as bad as they are. But yeah, now this being said, now here's the thing. I will say this. I wonder if the AEW the last couple of weeks is with a few bright spots has felt kind of lackadaisical. Do you think that's because Tony Khan is being stretched too thin?
Ever since I started watching, I think he's been stretched too thin. He needs help. I do think he needs help.
Yeah, I think he definitely needs somebody. He needs somebody to take over that friggin' brand for him. He needs somebody to run an ROH for him. He can have the final say on things, but he needs the day-to-day and whatnot. He needs somebody to. He's trying to be Vince, and he can't because Vince was a lunatic. Yeah. So Gresham will create the Sky Low. Oh my God. I'm not clicking on any more. It's eventually it's going to get something that's going to get his band off of here, man.
Well, you know what?
But
I don't even know if that's PG.
Now the question that was brought up, the Lesnar rumors. Do you think, going forward, do you think they're going to change things and that Lesnar won't be as prominent?
He's still a draw money wise, so
100%.
They're going to continue to keep that cash cow going.
Yeah, at least for a while until they build up some other people besides Roman who are on that level. Which when we talked about things that we wanted them to do, actually, that's probably the first thing they need to do. They need to rehab some of their talent to put them on the championship level.
If you're going to do that and put people on championship level, then you need to split the titles up.
No, I disagree. I think if it's me.
Either that or you need to take off the title off of Roman Reigns if he's going to be a part-time.
Yes, that's what I would do.
That's the best idea I can think of.
Yes,
he's not even going to be there that
much. Because here's the thing.
He's got to lose at some point too.
Yes, he has to lose at some point, and I think he's been built up enough to the point where he can lose the title, and it's not going to affect him that much.
And stock up on string cheese and juice boxes for Gresham and Marco.
Oh my God.
And all my hope is they start building new superstars. Yeah, Maldacino, thanks for being serious for a minute on these idiots.
I didn't do anything, Dan.
Oh my God, you laughed. You're going to hell with them. Who will come back first, Cole, Punk, or Danielson?
There's no way Punk's gonna go back with Triple H.
Punk is never going back to WWE. Here's the thing: as much as he dislikes Vince, he hates Triple H even more.
Oh yeah,
he will never go back to WWE ever.
Now, if your question is about the injuries, then I think that's gonna be Danielson.
Oh, come back first. I thought you meant go back to WWE. Who's gonna come back first? Danielson's gonna be there next week.
Yeah.
So probably him. Cole will probably be back right after that. Punk, from what I understand, he's not the earliest he's going to be back is All Out.
I'm so sad.
Earliest.
And that might not
I was
even
so
happen
upset.
because I was
Yeah.
reading that he was at a Comic-Con. Was he at
Yeah.
Comic-Con?
And he was limping around.
And it was hurting for him to be walking around.
Yeah. Did you see that picture that they all took where he was sitting on the Iron Throne?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, okay. Return from injuries. Yeah, it'll be Danielson first, Cole next, and then Punk. Punk right now, he's still basically learning how to walk on it again. So it's gonna be earliest, at the absolute earliest, it's gonna be All Out. That's what I know. That's what they're shooting for. They still think that they can hit it, but it's very possible that it might not be until after that. So now what they are talking about is Kenny Omega coming back at All Out. That'd be a big deal. But yeah, they're going to start getting people back starting this week. I think that's it, man.
No, we had the worst enemy betrayal of all time, like this week.
The first what?
Peter leave. The worst betrayal I've ever seen in my life. Peter leaving the Tokyo Pimp for El Fantasma. That was sad.
Oh my God. That I'm really worried that they're trying to make Yujiro a face. Which, if that's the case, then that's not gonna freaking work. But he's talking to G1, by the way, guys. She is freaking hot as hell, though. Dude,
does the camera avoid showing her ass? I noticed that. Like, they try to keep the camera up when she turns around and everything.
Yeah, because I think the what's up? 4 weeks.
4 weeks from tomorrow.
4 weeks from tomorrow, your boys will be at Dynamite again. Third AEW show this year.
Second AEW in Cleveland.
Yep, second AEW in Cleveland. House of Black attacked Darby at San Diego. Dude, that friggin' Brody versus Darby was awesome, man. She is, and you know what? Here's the thing. She's actually a really, really nice person. I've actually talked to her, but she is friggin' amazing. But yeah, guys, if you haven't watched the G1, there were some friggin' banger matches, man. Best match so far. Johnny, you've been watching it. Best match so far.
Oh man, I'm partial to Okada's first match.
Versus Yano. Oh no, Okada versus Cobb.
Okada and Cobb.
That was a good match. That was a really good match. I'll tell you what, for me, the best match so far, Ospreay versus El Fantasmo.
Point. That's pretty good.
That match was
Zach was pretty good too. I think the one I liked the least.
Good, man.
The one I liked the least was probably Kenta and Evil, because there was like too much shenanigans in it.
Dude, Evil's not a very good wrestler.
They were throwing books and crutches and everything. Yeah,
Goto versus Naito was really good.
That was good. Tanahashi and Naito was good.
Tanahashi and Naito was really good. What was it? Shoot, I'm trying to remember. Ishii versus
Jay White.
Yeah, Ishii versus Jay White was awesome. It's a freaking Ishii, man. It's always going to be awesome. Surprisingly, Sonata versus Taichi was actually really good. But yeah, guys, and there's been some fun
flopping and everything.
Yeah, don't forget the signs this time. We won't. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's
that's going to be his responsibility, because I am going to be in Columbus for work.
Just put it in the car, man.
It'll be in the car
to the event for AEW. So
yeah, it'll be in the car. I'll definitely take it with me. That sounds awesome, dude. Brody King versus Jacob Fatu. That's okay. All right, before we go, I know we're over time here a little bit, but we gotta talk about this friggin' Ric Flair's last match.
Oh boy.
Hard. Okay, I don't want him. I don't want this dude wrestling, but the card, dude, the card for this thing is bonkers. Forget Flair and then forget that. Gresham and Nick Wayne versus Al Angels and Konosuke Takeshita. What? That right there. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it, man. Wolves Davey Richardson and Eddie Edwards versus the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Davis. That's gonna be awesome. Ray Phoenix and Taurus versus the Radio Kid and Bandito. That's gonna be awesome. Josh Alexander versus Jacob Fatu. That's like a dream match, man. Jordan Grace versus Rachel Ellering and Deanna Purrazzo. That's gonna be awesome. Killer Cross versus Harry Smith. And the freaking talk about tag team wrestling, the Von Erichs versus the Briscoes. What? How? How did he pull this off? That card is freaking stacked. Yes, that card is stacked. And I'm like, how? Only Ric Flair could do this. Seriously, only Ric Flair could convince this many people, this many bangers to be on a card for a match that's not from a company. It's just a 70-year-old dude who's gonna kill himself.
Well,
hey,
tell you what, I'm not watching that. At least not live. I don't want to see the accident happen. If it happens, I'm not going to see it.
The man, the myth, the legend, the Nature Boy.
I just don't want him to be history so soon.
Yes, Maldacito, 1,000%. AEW needs to pick up the Von Erichs. If they don't pick them up for AEW, pick them up for Ring of Honor.
Wow.
My God, dude. Oh my, like I saw that card. I'm like, that card is almost as good as the All-In card. The original All-In card. It's almost on that level. Take out the Ric Flair match and put in, like, I don't know, Kenny Omega versus Okada again. You've got a card that's comparable to All-In. And there's 5 different wrestling companies in this friggin' card. I don't know how he did it. I really don't. But I'm really tempted to pick this thing up, dude.
You're in a match with the legend. His last match ever. Come on, who does not want to be in there?
Yeah, diamonds don't age. Yeah,
I think if I was offered the spot, I think I don't want to be a part in his death. But
at the same time, you're like, man, this card is pretty dope.
I know.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a hard decision about this. But anyway, guys, we're overtime. Thanks for everybody that was here. Maldacito, Leg Kick, Kicks Villain, Courtney,
Pro Wrestling
Guru, and all the people that were lurking. Johnny Cage, thanks for coming on, man. I had a feeling that you would like talking about this, man, because this is like
damn right.
This is, like I said, dude, think about it. Is there a bigger, other than the death of WCW? What is there a bigger wrestling story than this? It's not. There isn't one. But
I can think of.
This is on the level, man. With your shielder on at Leg Kick, and WWE should beef up its roster. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing, man. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at WWE now, and there's a lot of guys on end, like in other companies, that are like, dude, the Gorillas of Destiny. Maybe we're going to get the Gorillas of Destiny, the Sons of Haku versus the Bloodline. It's a possibility now.
Let's temper our expectations a little bit. So we give WWE a few more weeks to see how things shape up. Yeah, definitely. It's going to take time. We'll see what happens. Madison Square Garden is a lot different than Poughkeepsie, New York.
Yeah.
Or Topeka, Kansas. Or Berkeley, West Virginia. I mean, don't know.
We'll see. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here. We will see you guys next week. Gonna be awesome. Take care, everybody.
Goodbye.